Welcome to ROAV Perfect classes. In this video, I will teach you maths concepts at a fast track because this video is related to revision of math. First topic, which is related to your first chapter, real numbers. First of all, you have to remember R denoted to real numbers and I is used for integers. Q used for rational numbers. Rational numbers. Q transpose used for irrational number. Irrational numbers. N used for natural numbers. Natural numbers. W used for whole numbers. For whole numbers. Now first, real numbers. Real numbers are combination of rational and irrational numbers. Rational and irrational numbers. And integers are combination of negative, 0 and positive numbers. And rational numbers are in the form of P over Q, and Q should not be equal to 0. And irrational numbers is given in the form of square root, like root 2, root 3, root 5, etc. These are the irrational numbers. Natural numbers, which are start from 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the natural numbers. Whole numbers are start from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the whole numbers. Now next, even numbers. Even numbers 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. means all natural numbers which are divided by 2's table, that is known as even number. And odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Those numbers which are not divided by table 2, that is not odd number. Or you can say these odd numbers are in the form of 2n minus 1 and even number in the form of 2n. And you should be keep in mind that all natural numbers are whole numbers. All natural numbers are whole number. All whole numbers are integers. All integers are rational numbers. All rational numbers are real numbers. Now next, prime numbers. Prime numbers are those natural numbers which are greater than 1 and which are divisible by only 1 and the number itself are called prime numbers. Prime numbers have two factors. 1. Prime numbers have two factors, 1 and number itself. Number itself. For example, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, etc. These are the prime numbers. And you should be keep in mind that 1 is not prime number. 1 is not prime number. Not prime number. As it has only one factor, that is 1. And in prime factor, there should be two factors, 1 and number itself. Now next is a composite numbers. Composite numbers. The natural numbers which are divisible by 1 itself and any other number. These are known as composite numbers. The natural numbers which are divisible by 1 itself, any other number or numbers are known as composite numbers. For example, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. These are the composite number because 4 is divided further 1, 2, 2. 1, 2 to the 4. 1 4 the 4, 2 to the 4. Like this. 1 6 the 6, 2 3 the 6. 1 8 the 8, 2 4 the 8. 1 9 the 9, 3 9 the 3 3 the 9. 1 10 the 10, 2 5 the 10. Now you should be keep in mind that 1 neither prime nor a composite number. Now next I am going to revise how to calculate HCF and LCM. For calculating HCF and LCM, I will take here one example. For example, we have given 4 and 24. First of all, you have to make 4's factor. 2 2's the 4, 2 1's the 2. Sorry, I have written it in the form of binary form. You have to make factor. 2 2's the 4, 2 1's the 2. Now 24's factor, start from lowest, smallest table. 2 12's the 24, 2 6's the 12, 2 3's the 6, 3 1's the 3. 4 is equal to 2 into 2 and 24 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Now take common values, common factors. 2 into 2 and write one time. 2 into 2, 4. This is your HCF. LCM. For LCM, we have to take these HCF value 2 into 2, and which are remaining value? 2 into 3. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24. So 4 and 24's HCF is 4 and LCM is 24. Now next chapter I will go to revise, that is polynomial. Polynomial. In polynomials, you should be keep in mind poly means many, and nomial means term. So polynomial is made up of terms that are only added, subtracted, or multiplied. That are only added, subtracted, and multiplied. A quadratic polynomial is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. In this equation, a, b, c, these are real numbers. These are real numbers, and you should be keep in mind a does not equal to 0. A quadratic polynomial in x with real coefficient is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. A, b, c are real numbers. A does not equal to 0. The highest exponent of the variable x square, x, these are called variables, and highest exponent of variable, that is known as degree. In polynomial, the highest exponent of variable in the polynomial, that is known as degree of polynomial. Here in this equation, highest degree is 2. So that's why we can say that degree is equal to 2. Now polynomials of degree 1, 2, 3. If degree is given 1, that is known as linear polynomial. If degree is given 2, that is known as quadratic polynomial. If degree is given 3, that is known as cubic polynomial. And a polynomial can have terms which have constants like 3, minus 3, 5, minus 2, etc. And here we can say variables are x square, x, constant value will be c, and exponent is equal to power of variable, and all these can be combined using addition, subtraction, multiplication, but not division. Now next topic is the zeros of a polynomial. Polynomial is represented by px, and in this x coordinates of the point where graph y is equal to px, which intersects the x-axis. And in this, if we have given alpha and beta, These are the, if alpha and beta are zeros of the quadratic polynomial, that is ax square plus bx plus c, then sum of zeros alpha plus beta is equal to minus b over a, and product of zeros alpha into beta, that is c over a, and minus b means minus coefficients of x over coefficient of x square, and c over a is equal to constant term over coefficient of x square. And next, division algorithm. In division algorithm, we have given p, x and qx. Two terms are given, and px is equal to qx multiply gx plus rx px is used for dividend, qx is used for divisor, gx is used for quotient, and rx used for remainder. You should be keep in mind some points. If remainder is equal to 0, if you have given remainder is equal to 0, that means this value quotient is a factor of dividend. If remainder is not equal to 0, then we can subtract remainder from the dividend, and then new polynomial which formed is a factor of quotient and divisor. Now, next chapter is pair of linear equations. Pair of linear equations in two variables. For any linear equation, each solution x, y corresponds to point on the line. You can say it will be given in the form of ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. The graph of linear equation is a straight line. Note down it. The graph of a linear equation is A straight line is a straight line. Two linear equations in the same two variables are called a pair of linear equations in two variables. The most general form of pair of linear equations is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. This is a form of two linear equations in the same two variables are called a pair of linear equations. This is known as a pair of linear equations. Here a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2. These all are the real numbers, and we should be keep in mind that a1 and b1 does not equal to 0. a1 plus a2, a1 plus b1, a2 plus b2 does not be equal to 0. A pair of values of variable x and y which satisfy both equations in given system of equations is said to be solution of simultaneous pair of linear equations. A pair of linear equations in two variables which can be represented by graphic method and algebraic method. In graphic method, the graph of a pair of linear equation in two variables is presented by two lines. In graphic method, the graph of pair of linear equations in two variables is presented by two lines. Whether these two lines parallel, whether two lines intersect each other, and maybe it can draw only one line of same equations. And if two lines are parallel, that means it has many solutions. It has no solution. If intersect these two lines, that means it has a solution, unique solution. And if only one line is drawn from both lines, that means it has many solutions. Now next is a algebraic method. Algebraic methods. In algebraic methods, there are many methods. First is substitution method. Second is elimination method. And now last point is important for conditions for consistency. If a1 over a2 not equal to b1 over b2, that means unique solution. And consistent. Condition is consistent. If a1 over a2 equal to b1 over b2 and not equal to c1 over c2, then parallel lines, no solution, and inconsistent. And last, a1 over a2 is equal to b1 over b2 is equal to c1 over c2. That means coincident lines. same line, infinite solutions. Infinite solutions means there are many solutions and it is consistent. It is consistent. Now next chapter is quadratic equations. Quadratic equations. In quadratic equations, a quadratic equation, a quadratic polynomial of form ax square plus bx plus c. Here a does not equal to 0. A, b, c are real numbers and is called a quadratic equation because it is given in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Or you can say ax square plus bxc. In this equation, a, b also known as coefficients of x square and x, and c is a constant term. C is a constant term. Any value is a solution of a quadratic equation if and only if it satisfies the quadratic equation. If it is given in the form of ax square plus bx plus c, then you can find out any solution. Now, how to find out roots? How to find out roots? Roots can be represented by alpha and beta, or you can represent by x. For finding roots, first of all, we have to find out discriminant. That is represented by d. b square minus 4ac. For calculating discriminant, formula is b square minus 4ac. After that, we have to check. If d is greater than equal to 0, then we can find out roots. And roots can be find out by this formula: alpha is equal to minus b plus minus root d over 2a. If you use here x, then you can write this formula. If you use alpha and beta, then you can write this formula like this: minus b plus root d over 2a. Beta is equal to minus b minus d root d over 2a. There is two methods of writing the formula of roots. Now, you should be keep in mind that if d is greater than equal to 0, that means roots are real and equal. If d is greater than 0, roots are real and equal and unequal. Real and unequal. But roots are d is equal to 0, that means roots are real and equal. If d is less than 0, that means no real roots. No real roots exist. Now, if alpha and beta are the roots of quadratic equation, then quadratic equation will be in the form of x square minus alpha plus beta in bracket and outside bracket we will write x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Or you can say, you can write it like this, x square minus s x plus p is equal to 0. S means sum of zeros. Sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta, and p represent to product of zeros. Product of zeros, that is equal to alpha into beta. Now, next chapter is arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression. In arithmetic progression, you should be keep in mind about sequence. What is a sequence? What is a sequence or order? Sequence or order is an arrangement of numbers in a fixed order, in a definite order, according to the rule. That is known as sequence. Sequence means numbers in a fixed order. Fixed order. For example, we have given number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. These numbers are given in a sequence because here difference are equal. Here each successive number is greater than by 2 their previous number. Now, next sequence is given 1, 9, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49. In this sequence, each term is square of successive natural numbers. Successive natural numbers. Now, what do you mean by terms? What do you mean by terms? These known as terms. These numbers are known as terms. The various numbers which are occurring in a sequence are called terms. Because the order of a sequence is fixed, so terms are known by a position they occupy in a sequence. We can occupy these terms as A0, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6. It's depend on you what do you want to give the name. You can say these terms start from first term, second term, third term, fourth term. Now next is arithmetic progression means AP. These series also given in the form of AP. These series are given in the form of AP. How can you say that it is a AP? When the difference between each term is equal, then we can say that series is given in the form of arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression is a special case of sequence where difference between the a term and its preceding term is always constant and known as common difference. The arithmetic progression is denoted by APs. Denoted by AP. Common difference means common difference, that is represented by D, and it can be calculated by this form method: second term minus first term, comma, third term minus second term, fourth term minus third term, fifth term minus fourth term. It will be continue till given numbers, given terms. For example, in this question, we have given 4 second number and first number is 1. In this series, third term is 9 minus 4, 16 minus 9, 25 minus 16, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Now you can see there is no common difference because all numbers are different, heterogeneous. If these numbers are same, then we can say that this is a common difference and we can say that this series is given in the form of arithmetic progression. So we can say that 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49 are given in this sequence but not in the arithmetic progression because there is no common difference between each terms. Now you can check it. We have given D is equal to 3 minus 1, 5 minus 3, 7 minus 5, 11 minus 9, 13 minus 11, 2, 2, 2, 2. Now you can see there are same values. Each difference is 2. That means this series is given in the form of arithmetic progression. In AP, first term represented by A, common difference represented by D, and nth term which will be find out by us sometime, that will be represented by AN, or you can represent by TN. And for calculating nth term, formula is AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 in bracket and outside bracket D. For example, we have given series 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Here A is equal to 1 and D is equal to 2. And we have to find out 30th term. Then we will use this formula. AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 D. A 30 is equal to A is 1, N 30 minus 1 and D is 2. 1 plus 30 minus 1, 29. 29 multiplied by 2, we will find 48. Sorry, 2 9s are 18, 2 2s are 4, plus 1, 58. 59 is the 30th term in this series. Now, next formula is, if you want to find out sum of n terms, then we will use formula Sn is equal to n over 2 square bracket start 2a plus n minus 1 bracket close d square bracket close. Or you can use sometime this formula Sn is equal to n by 2 square bracket start a plus L. Here L is represent to An. When we have given last term, because L is represent to last term, when we have given last term value, then we can use this formula But when we have no last value, then you can use this formula. Now next chapter is coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry. This is a x-axis. This is known as x-axis. This side represent two positive numbers and this side represent two negative numbers. And this is a y-axis. Y-axis. This side represent two negative y numbers. This side represent two positive y numbers. And this point represent to 0, 0, 0x, x and y when 0, then that is represented by this point. Now, when 0x and y any number, then will be represent here 0, y. If x is any number and y is 0, then we will take the point here. And this point represent to x, y. Means position of a point P in the Cartesian plane with respect to coordinate axis is represented by ordered pair P, x, y. Here x-axis is called x. The x-axis, this line, horizontal line is known. This line is a horizontal line. This horizontal line is known as x-axis and this line is known as vertical line. Vertical line, and this is represented by y-axis. And coordinates O, we given here name O. This coordinates of O are 0, 0. That means 0, 0. These known as coordinates. Coordinates. The perpendicular distance of a point P from the y-axis is the x coordinate and is called abscissa. Abscissa. That is known as abscissa. The perpendicular distance of a point P from x-axis is the y, that is known as ordinate. Ordinate. And this portion is, this quadrant is positive. In this quadrant is known as first quadrant, second, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. In this x, y will be positive. In this x will be negative, y will be positive. In this x will be negative, y will be negative. And in fourth quadrant, x will be positive and y will be negative. Now next, if we want to find out distance between 2 points. Distance between 2 points. For example, we have given 2 points P, x1, y1 and Q, x2, y2. We want to find out distance between these 2 points. Then we will use formula PQ is equal to square root in brackets x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 This formula is used for finding distance between 2 points. Distance between 2 points. Now, next formula is section formula. Section formula. For example, we have given this line and this portion is section. This point divided this line 2 parts and it is represented by M1 is to M2. And these are 2 points P and Q. X1, Y1, Q, X2, Y2. And this point will be represented by, for example, we can give name R, X, Y. For calculating R, X, Y, we will use this formula. If we want to calculate X value, then we will use M, X2 plus N. Either you can say M1, M2, X1 over M1 plus M2. Y is equal to M1, Y2 plus M2, Y1 over M1 plus M2. You should be keep in mind that when you want to find out section formula, you want to divide line in segment form, you want to find out M1 and M2's value in the ratio form, then we will use these formulas. In this formula, ratio is given in the form of M1 is to M2. This ratio is given for dividing the line in 2 parts. That is and this is the midpoint. You can also known as midpoints. Or you can say, if you want to find out midpoint when we have not given M1 and M2, midpoint of the line segment joining the points P, X1, Y1, Q, X2, Y2. Then we will use formula for X, calculating X1 plus X2 over 2 and Y is equal to Y1 plus Y2 over 2. When we have not given M1 and M2, then we will use this formula. You can see, you can say here that, or you can say that M1 is to M2 is not given. That means it is given in the form of 1 is to 1. You can take 1 is to 1 or you can take this formula directly. Now next formula is area of triangle. If you find out area of triangle in coordinates, area of triangle, the area of a triangle formed by 3 points. For example, A, X1, X2, X1, Y1 and B, X2, Y2, C, X3, Y3. In the given of this format, A is given X1, Y1, B is given X2, Y2, C is given X3, Y3. Then we will use formula for calculating area of triangle. For area of triangle, 1/2 square bracket start X1 bracket start Y2 minus Y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 then y1 minus y2. This formula is used for calculating area of triangle in coordinates. Now, if we have not given y's value, then you can find out these values x1 plus x2 plus x3 over 3, and and other value will be find out y1 plus y2 plus y3 over 3. You can find out p's value by this method. You can say that 3 points are collinear. That means if a mod is equal to 0. Second, if P is centroid of a triangle, then we have to find median values, or you can say median divides it in the ratio 2:1, and coordinates of P are given by this formula: x1 plus x2 plus x3 over 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 over 3. And last formula is area of quadrilateral ABCD. For this you can use formula area of triangle ABC plus area of triangle ADC. A, B, C, D. These are the revision of chapter 1 to 5. Chapter 1 to 5 and 7th chapter, that is coordinate geometry. Now, next chapter of revision, that is trigonometry. In this chapter, you should keep in mind, first of all, these directions, these sides, 90 degree, this is known as theta. When someone stand here and draw a angle, that is known as angle of elevation. And when person stand here and make the angle, that is known as angle of depression. means if make angle here, that is known as angle of depression, and when angle is made here, that is known as angle of elevation, angle of elevation. And this is known as perpendicular, this is known hypotenuse, this is known as base. And for basic formulas are, first sin theta, that is equal to P over H, cos theta, that is equal to B over H, tan theta, that is equal to P over B, and sin's reverse is cosecant theta, that is equal to H over P, cos reverse is secant theta, that is equal to H over B, and tan's reverse is cot theta, that is equal to B over P. And sin square theta plus cos square theta, that is equal to 1. And you can find out from this formula two more formulas like this. Sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. Cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. Or you can say tan square theta is equal to secant square theta minus 1. Or you can say secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. And 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. Or you can say cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta minus 1. Or cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. And other identities are, for example, sin 90 degree minus theta, that is equal to cos theta. Cos 90 degree minus theta is equal to sin theta. And tan 90 degree minus theta is equal to cot theta. And cot theta 90 degree minus theta is equal to tan theta. And cosecant 90 degree minus theta is equal to secant theta. And secant 90 degree minus theta is equal to cosecant theta. In this formula, you should be keep in mind that sin change into cos and write with this value. And you should be keep in mind that tan theta is also equal to sin over cos theta, or you can say 1 by cot theta. And cos theta is equal to 1 by secant theta, or you can say sin theta is equal to 1 by cosecant theta. Now you can use all these formulas according to requirements. These are the formulas of trigonometry. And last I will discuss with you trigonometry's table. And table will be made by yourself: 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. First of all, you have to write here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then divide by 4. Each number divide by 4. And then calculate square root. Calculate its square root. You will find out 0, 1 by 2, root 2 over 2, root 3 over 2, and 1. Now you can give its name. This is a sin theta. And cos theta will be calculated by reverse. You have to write in reverse form. 1, root 3 by 2, root 2 by 2, 1 by 2, and 0. Now tan theta will be equal to sin over cos, 0 over 1, 0. and it will be 1 by 2 1 by 2 multiply 2 by root 3. 2 cut with 2, that means 1 by root 3 is the tan theta. This will be 1. Here will be remaining root 3 after dividing it, and this will be infinite. Now cot theta will be reverse of this line. Infinite 1 root by 3, 1 by root 3 and 0. Now cosecant theta, it will be is equal to 1 by sin 1 by 0, that will be infinite. 1 by 2, 2, and root 2 by 2, that will be reverse. 2 by root 3, that will be reverse, and secant theta will be right reverse. 1, 2 root 3, 2 by root 2, 2, infinite. This is the table of trigonometry. Now you should be remember that when we solve the question of trigonometry, you have to remember all formulas so that you can implement easy formula when you are going to solve question. Now next chapter is related to areas, surface area, volume, and areas of circles. Areas related to circle. Areas related to circle, you have to first of all know that what is the R. R represent to radius and D represent to diameter. Pi represent to 3.14 or 22 by 7, and this is a circle. This is a circle and this point is a center point. From this point to touch with the line of circle, that is known as radius. When we draw this line, that is known as diameter, and this line is known as chord, and when we draw this portion is known as sector. Minor sector, and this portion is known as minor sector, and this portion is known as major sector. Major sector, this is a minor sector, and these will be represented by arc. Now first important formula is circumference, that is known as perimeter. Circumference of a circle. Circumference of a circle's formula is 2 pi r. If you want to find out area of circle, area of a circle, then we will use pi r square. Pi r square. If we want to find out area of semicircle, formula is pi r square over 2. If you want to area of a circular path, or you can say any ring, this is a circular path. In this is a small r and this will be represent to capital R, and in this case we will use for finding this shaded area. This is a shaded area out of this, And this shaded areas formula will be calculated by this formula. Area of shaded part. Formula will be pi r square, capital R square minus pi small r square. Now next point is how to calculate minor arc and major arc. This is known as minor arc. When this portion we have to taken, means when we take 360 degree minus theta, that is known as major arc. And if arc subtends angle theta at the center, then length of minor arc is equal to theta over 360 degree multiply 2 pi r, or you can say theta over 180 degree multiply pi r, because 2 can be cut with 360. And if you want to find out length of major arc, then you can use this formula. 360 degree minus theta over 360 multiply 2 pi r. Now next, how to calculate sector of a circle. Sector of a circle and its area. A region of a circle is enclosed by any two radius, and arc intercepted between two radius is called the sector of a circle. Sector of a circle means these two radius, between these two radius this portion is known as sector, and this is a minor sector, and this portion is a major sector. A, O, B, and this is C. When we have to find out area of minor sector, then we will use theta over 360 degree multiply pi r square. If you want to find out parameter of minor sector, then we will use 2r plus theta over 360 2 pi r. This formula will be used for finding parameter of minor sector. A sector is called major sector if the major arc of circle is a part of its boundary. For example, here O, A, C, B. This is a major sector. And here we will find area 360 minus theta over 360 multiply pi r the square, and parameter will be equal to 2r plus 360 minus theta over 360 2 pi r. Formula will be same. Only difference is that here we will use theta. Here we will use 360 degree minus theta. Now next, minor segment. What do you mean by a minor segment? The region which is enclosed by an arc and a chord is called a segment of the circle. The region enclosed by chord, here in this diagram you can see this is a center point. These two are radius O, A, B, and this line is called chord. And this is the portion is minor segment. And this portion is known as major segment. And this is radius. These are radius, these are theta, and this known as r. Now area of minor segment will be calculated by is equal to area of the corresponding sector minus area of the corresponding triangle. We will use theta over 360 pi r square minus 1 by 2 r square sin theta. Now next, formula for major segment. Area is equal to area of major segment, that is equal to area of a circle minus area of minor segment plus area of triangle. Pi r square area of circle minus theta over 360 pi r square minus plus 1 by 2 r square sin theta. Now next chapter is surface areas and volumes. Surface areas and volumes. In this chapter we should be keep in mind some formulas. First formula is related to cuboid. Here this is a length, width, height. If you want to find out curved surface area, curved surface area of cuboid, then we will use this formula 2 bracket start LH plus BH, and it is also known as lateral surface area, lateral surface area. And second formula, if you want to find out plane area, or you can say area of only top face, or area of bottom face, then you will use this formula LB plus LB, that is 2LB. Now third formula is, if you find out total area of cuboid, then you will be used this formula 2 bracket start LB plus BH plus HL. And if you want to find out volume, length into width into height, you can use this formula. Now next, second formula related to cube. You can draw it yourself. This is a cube. Here each side will be equal. So its first formula For lateral surface area, lateral surface area, that will be equal to 4a square. Second formula, area of top face, that will be equal to 2a square top face is equal to a square, and for bottom sphere, area of bottom sphere, bottom face, sorry, a square. And if you want to plus area of both, then will be 2a square. And third formula is related to total area. If you find out total area of cube, then you will use 6a square. Volume, if you want to find out volume of cube, then you can use a cube, a raised to power 3. And third formula is related to right circular cylinder closed at top, closed at top. This is H and this one is a radius. For this first formula is used curved surface area. Curved surface area is equal to 2 pi RH. Area of top face, that is equal to pi r square. Bottom face, that is equal to pi r square, and total 2 pi r square. Third is total area, that is equal to 2 pi r bracket start r plus h. Volume is equal to pi r the square h. And fourth formula is right circular cylinder open at top, and its formula is, first formula, curved surface area, that is equal to 2 pi r h. Area of top face, that will be equal 0. Area of bottom face, that will be equal to pi r square. And total area is equal to pi r bracket start 2h plus r, and volume is equal to pi r the square h. Now next formula is hollow cylinder pipe. This will be just like this form. First formula, 2 pi RH. In 2 pi RH, we will use from this is represent to capital R and this will represent to small r. So here we will use two formulas. First formula, that is external surface area. When we calculate external surface area, then we will use capital R. And internal surface area, then we use small r. Third formula, area of top face, that is equal to pi bracket start capital R square minus small r square. Area of bottom face, pi bracket start capital R square minus small r square. Area, total area is equal to 2 pi bracket start capital R square minus small r square. Volume is equal to pi h bracket start capital R square minus small r square. Now next formula is related to cone. This is a cone and this is a radius and this is a height and this is a slant height. This is known as slant height and represented by L. So first formula is curved surface area, that is equal to pi r L, and L will be calculated by square root of r square plus h square. And second is area of bottom face, that is equal to pi r square. And third is total area, that is equal to pi r bracket star r plus L. Volume is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. Now next formula is related to sphere. This is a sphere R. And first formula, curved surface area, that is equal to 4 pi r the square. Second formula, total area, that is equal to 4 pi r square. Volume, that will be equal to 4 by 3 pi r the cube. And this form, next is hemisphere. This will be in the form of R. First, curved surface area is equal to 2 pi r square, and area of top, that is equal to pi r square. Area of total area is equal to 3 pi r square, and volume, volume is equal to 2 by 3 pi r the cube. And last formula is spherical shell. This will be in the form of this. This is small r and this one is a capital R. First formula, curved surface area is equal to 4 pi r square capital minus 4 pi small r square. Second, total area is equal to 4 pi r capital square plus 4 pi r small square. Sorry, here we use two formulas. Curved surface area, it is used for external part, external, and it is used for internal. And last, volume is equal to 4 by 3 pi bracket start r cube minus small r cube. And next chapter is related to statistics. Statistics. In this, you have to find out if mean on individual series, on a single series, then you can use this formula, sum of given items divide by total number of items. Example, or you can say mean is equal to sigma x over n. This is used for individual series. When series are in the form of discrete or discrete series or class interval series, then we will use for calculating mean sigma fx over n, or you can use this formula also, a plus sigma f dx over n. Here x given, for example, we have given 5, 7, 9, 11. F is frequency, that is given 2, 8, 6, 5. And fx will be, when we multiply this series, this line with this line, 5 into 10, 56, 54, 55, and take the total sigma fx, and its total is known as n, and put the value here, and you can calculate the mean. And in this method, you can assume from this any number that is known as a, and then you have to find out dx. Dx will be find out by x minus a, and then f multiply dx, and you can find out f sigma f dx. N is total of frequency. This is these formulas are used in statistics. And third formula is used for finding median. If you find median from individual series or discrete series, then you can use size of n over tooth item, this formula. Or if you implement median on class interval, then you can find, after this you can find out median L plus n by 2 minus CF over F bracket close H. And for mode, you can use this formula, L plus F1 minus F0 over 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 bracket close, multiply h. These formulas for mode calculating. And last formula of this video is probability. For calculating probability, we will use this formula: favorable terms, or you can say observations over total observations, or you can say total outcomes. You can say favorable terms, observations, outcomes. That is known as P. If you find out not P, then you can find out it by 1 minus P. And probability will be always equal to 1 or less than 1. Probability must be equal to less than or equal to 1, not more than 1. If probability of successful, that will be represented by P, and probability of unsuccessful represented by not P. And both total always equal to 1. Probability successful means 1. Probability not successful means 0. So that's when we total, that will be equal to 1. Thank you. If you like my video, please like and share my channel for next coming videos, and share with your friends this video so that they can take the benefit of this revision.